What's going on, guys? Death of an Error here, and today I'm bringing you a live commentary on how to beat Belial on Hell mode within Diablo 3. And for my regular subscribers, I will get you a regular video, a Call of Duty or Halo 3 video in the next few days. I just want to let you guys know that. But this game has kind of consumed my life. Just about done it on Hell mode. I'm actually going to beat Belial right now, and then I have 2 more acts to complete, and then I should get back to console gaming. So expect that within a week or so, give or take. So right now you can see I'm just at the doors going in to fight Belial, and a couple things I wanted to show you guys before I do go in there. My inventory, I just jumped back to town and I just actually sold everything, so when he does do his drop after you kill him, you actually have room to pick it all up without having to go to town, come back, so on and so forth. And this is my primary weapon right here, actually, and I only have one weapon on right now, so I'm actually going to move this, and I'm going to go in there dual wielding, and you can see my DPS is 6,579 there, and if I actually swap this to the other side and reverse the weapons, it goes up to 7,213. So that's what I'm going to run going into this. It's going to be 2 primary weapons. This one has a plus 216 strength, 107 vitality. This one's a 188 strength, 90 vitality. So both these weapons are pretty good, and they work out pretty good for me within this. A couple of my armor stats, pretty much everything is a boost to strength and vitality, and that's kind of what I built my Barbarian around. There's many reasons for that, but I don't know. A lot of you guys may not like how I built my guy, but it's really up to you how you want to build your guy. This is just a tips and tricks video on some of the things that I will be using to help me out get through this boss fight. And keep in mind, I haven't done this. This isn't pre-recorded. This is 100% live right now. So you can see I'm running for my rings. They're both just basic rings. One's a 115 to strength, one's a 63 vitality. This one's a 122 and a 54 vitality. And we jump up here to my amulet. This is a 190 strength and 86 vitality as well. And you can see my stats here on the left-hand side. So I have a pretty strong strength. I'm a level 59 at the moment, and I got a 2,000 strength, 1,027 vitality, and my DPS is 6,200. So my guy's built really well. I haven't purchased new armor since I was about a 52, so all my armor is pretty low levels, so 51, 51, 51. That one's actually 57, so on and so forth, and you kind of get what I'm getting at right here, guys. So your guy could be this strong, he could be weaker, he could be a lot stronger, but before you go into this fight, I'm going to recommend, if you are a Barbarian, definitely boost him up as much as you can. If you have a couple $100,000 laying around, go check out the auction house and see what you can buy, because this is probably one of the toughest boss fights in the game, in my opinion. So basically, yeah, boost your guy up and see where you can get him with the auction house. There's lots of great items in there for cheap, and there is filters that you can use when you search. So be sure to use the filters and kind of search what you're looking for and put in a max price, because a lot of people undersell stuff in the auction house and you can get great deals. For example, these pants right here, they're 238 armor, 112 strength, 90 vitality, 19 cold resistance, and 29 dexterity. And you can see they were 2-socketed. I dropped those in myself, but I paid $8,000 for those pants in the auction house. It was dirt cheap, and they helped me out a tremendous amount when I did buy them. So just keep that in mind. One other thing I wanted to go over really quick before I jump in there is my skills that I am using, because on my last videos a lot of people complained that I did not go over the skills. You can see for my primary left click on my mouse I'm using cleave. I'm actually going to switch this up to bash right now, and the reason for this is because I'm going to be fighting Belial, and I want those direct attacks that are going to basically do the most damage. So I'm debating right now between bash or frenzy. It's one or the other. So as for my rune, I have no idea, so let's go through this really quickly. So generates 6 additional fury for attack. That could be very beneficial. So that's actually what I'm going to go with right now. So instigation as my primary on bash. My secondary is whirlwind with hurricane, and I haven't actually looked at the runes since I ranked up quite a bit. So I like hurricane. It just allows you to move at your movement speed. You get a couple of faster things in there, and when you are using whirlwind and you're stuck in those combat scenarios where there's 5 guys surrounding you, whirlwind will go right through anybody if you do use it. So that's why I use that. You can see for my first attack, this is my A button, or my 1 on my keyboard. It depends how you guys have your setup. I'm using ground stomp with Reckoning Smash. The reason I use this is because when I do stomp on the ground, it stuns the enemies and kind of sucks them all towards me, and that way when I'm using usually primary, which is cleave, I hit multiple enemies. So it just works out really well and it sucks them all in. So keep that in mind. You can do really whatever you want. For my second skill, I'm using Overpower. Overpower I really like, and I'm using Crushing Advance. When I do call this in and there's give or take 5 guys around me and they're close enough, it does about 10k damage to each. So it's not too bad and it works out very well for me. So that's kind of why I use that. Weapon Throw. This is, it's kind of one of those skills that you won't see a lot of people use, and a lot of people prefer to use Warcry or whatever. But I use Weapon Throw because when I am fleeing from enemies and I do have low health, it works out very well if I can get that kill with a throwing knife from pretty far away, or whatever he throws. For my rune, I am using Ricochet. Ricochet is awesome. It basically, if you throw it at an enemy and another one is within 15 yards, it will automatically go hit them as well. So you can damage multiple enemies at once. It works out very well. For my fourth skill here, I actually just switched this up recently because I saw a friend using it. So I used to use Earthquake, and Earthquake is spectacular. It's basically a huge ground stomp, and you can start a fire under the ground, and you do insane amount of damage. But recently I've switched it up to Wrath of the Berserker, and the reason I have done this is because it works out really well, especially when you're fighting elites and elite mobs and so on and so forth. So that's kind of why I've switched that up, just for going through the game. It just works out a lot better when you are in those situations where you do need that extra boost to do a crazy amount of damage. I'm using Insanity on this, and the reason I'm using Insanity is because while active, my damage is also increased by 100%, and if I am in Berserker mode, I want the most damage I can get. So that's pretty much my skills. That's what you see here. So I'm actually going to jump out of this, and we're going to go through the gates in a couple of seconds. And one thing I would recommend, I have really shitty health potions right now. They only do 9,000 life, and you can see my total life is almost 40k. So these are going to do 25% of my health throughout the whole fight. So keep that in mind and kind of watch when I do call in my health potions. I'll try to call it out, but if I'm not speaking too much during the fight, you guys know why. I'm just concentrating and trying to get the win because this is going to be really difficult. I know that, and I haven't done it yet. So I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be playing this a lot differently than I did on regular. I can't be basically as cocky as I was on regular because it will get me killed, I believe. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. Guys, make sure you are stocked up on health potions before you get this far, because I only have 5 right now, and that could be basically a make or break for me in this fight. So let's get to it and see how this goes. Alright, so I'm going to skip this cutscene just because we've all seen it way too many times. So right here, this is the first stage. There's going to be multiple enemies swarming you, so just keep that in mind, guys. It'll go by pretty quick if you're smart about it. Right now, you can see my damage is, they're doing pretty good. They're doing between 5 to 10k damage per hit, so it's working out pretty well for me. I'm actually going to call in my Overpower right now, take out the easy kill, and they're using the electrical thing on me. If they're using that, guys, and you are taking a bit of damage from it, be sure to use Ground Stomp because it will help you out. So retreat a little bit, get some space, and I'm going to use my throwing knives just because it will take out multiple enemies at once. So that is the first stage. This is going to be the next stage. This is where you have to fight Belial before he turns into the huge guy that's going to destroy me. So Ground Stomp immediately. The reason I do this is I want to get the quick attacks on him. And I'm going to use Overpower here, and I don't know if that actually hit him, but see these green dots on the ground? If you're far enough back, they will split, and you can actually avoid them. So just see what I'm doing here. It's better to just stay back and let him go through it, and then rush in there and take the unnecessary hit. So you can see these little guys spawning, and I forgot to go over my passive skills, but I'm actually using Pound of Flesh, and the reason I do this is because the health globes drop quite a bit more frequently, I guess, and they return 100% of your life, so it's very beneficial to use, especially in hard fights like this, when your health potions don't do anything to your health. So just using throwing knives because there is multiple enemies around, and you can see I'm doing damage to multiple at once. And take out this guy quick and behind, dodge that attack, dodge that attack. I actually took damage from that somehow, but that's fine. So I'm going to use my throwing knife again, multiple hits, and health globe just got dropped. So I'll pick that up. Okay, so I'll bring this up. You can see my passive skills. Pound of Flesh, Weapons, Master, and Tough as Nails. And this increases armor by 25%. This one, who the hell knows? It just it gives me extra damage basically when I am using a weapon. And Pound of Flesh, it is what I said, drops more health globes, and they return 100% of your health. So those are my passive skills that I'm using. So you can see his arms are coming down right here. And usually if I was on regular, I would just rush right in there and go for the hits. But you can see, look how much damage they're doing to me right now. So this is actually going to be fairly difficult to get through. And I'm going to take my time going through this. I'm actually going to use Berserker right off the bat so I can get as much damage to him as I can right now. And you can see I'm doing roughly 13 to 20k hits on him at once. And look how fast his health's coming down. And I got to pull off here, unfortunately, because these green dots. These green dots are probably going to be the death of me. And you can see I just got pinned there. So just avoid those the best you can, guys, because if you do get trapped in them, they will do a lot of damage to you. And I'm going to take a hit here, I think. Nope. So I'm just going to go to the side, use some throwing knives, and took a hit. I'm going to use a health potion there, but it turns out I did pick up a health globe, so it was unnecessary. Okay, took another unnecessary hit there as well. So when he is coming in with the big swipe there, be sure to come to the side. And he is proven to be a lot more difficult than I thought he was going to be right now. So move in, take a couple hits. I'm going to pull back right here, and we see the green dots come down again. So just do your best avoiding these. It's not as easy as it looks. Trust me, you will get hit 1 or 2 times, and it could cause you to death. So health potion right there, and you can see I'm pretty low on health. So I'm going to actually take this very slow right here. Don't be scared to drag out a battle if you are hurting and you're worried about dying, just because he's not going anywhere. He's not going to revive too much health if he does. So I'm actually going to wait here and see if he drops a health potion, or health globe, sorry. And there one is. So I'm going to go in, use my stun, and there's another one, so got lucky. And if the health globe does get dropped and you don't need it, just leave it there until you do need it, because you will at some point. Okay, so pull back again. And this part, I don't like this part. So you can see here that I'm doing a pretty decent job at dodging these right now. And I did not get hit by one there, so that worked out pretty well. So I'm going to take my time, wait for my opportune time to attack, and I'm going to go in now and use my stun and my overpower. And throwing knives are pretty effective. They're give or take 10k damage each time if your DPS is as high as mine. So they will work out. And he just dropped a health globe there again. So we got him below half, so it's working out pretty good right now. And I got Berserker again, so I'm actually going to use that. Although I shouldn't have. I should have waited probably, but I'm going to do as much damage as I can right now to him and try to get the upper hand. It's about 25% health left, and you can see by the amount of damage that I'm doing to him, he's pretty weak. So I got to back off here because these are coming in, and that could have been death right there. So just don't trap yourself in a corner, guys, because it's going to be bad. And there we go. And I'm going to go in, stun him, use my overpower. I'm going to leave that health globe there to the right for a couple of seconds until I actually need it. And he's pretty low, so I'm just going to be pretty cocky right now and just go for the kill. And oh, there's one more health globe. So he's pretty much dead here. So be sure to leave a like on this video if it did help you out, guys. Just remember, take your time going through this fight and it will work best for you. So that actually wasn't as difficult as I thought, and that drop pretty much sucked. I got a bunch of crappy blue crap. So be sure to pick up your drop after you're done, and that's pretty much it. So if this video did help you out, guys, please leave a rating on it. It really does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. So thumbs up if you liked it, and if it did help you, and that's pretty much it. Dislike it if you didn't like it. Leave me a comment. Let me know why. I thought this was probably one of my most in-depth videos for quite some time. So if you did like it, I would really appreciate the like. And if you are struggling and you need any tips and advice on how to build your character or anything like that, leave me a comment and I will see what I can do. But as always, guys, I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video all the way through. And that's pretty much it. For my regular subscribers, I will be back in a few days with normal videos. As I stated previously, I've been just really consumed in this game. It's really hard to pull away from. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this video did help you out, and as always, thank you for watching.